Hello guys, it's me Abdul Hannan. Hope all of you are doing well and working on your skill set, especially on GoHighLevel. So in this video we are discussing about the form and understand that how we can use form to get and grab the leads data, and we can use it lead data for any purpose like send reactivation emails, set confirmation messages, appointment messages, like such type of things. So this is the most important component. So let's start. So this is your first interface when you go to the form tab, and you have option to create new form, create the folder and add all the forms in that folder, and then you can search the form by name, and this is a list view, and you can click here and check which is a recent form we're creating. Okay, so click here and we have two options: start from the scratch or the start from the template. So go with the start from the scratch and then click on the create button. Okay, so this is the first interface of our form that is by default by the GoHighLevel, and you can edit it and set it according to your requirements. So first you have to enter the name. Like, you can enter the name according to your business or the funnel, like A2P website form, like opt-in funnel form. You can add the name like that to understand this form is for this site. Okay, so for this lecture purpose we can add the name like test form. And let's start. In the form we have fields, and in the fields leads can enter the data, like enter their phone number, enter their last name, enter their email, enter their address. You can grab any data from the leads, and the form have great number of features you can use to grab the leads data. So let's start. In the plus icon you can add any element, plus click here, and then you can see we have full name, first name, last name, date of birth, phone, email, button, sell product, collect payments, and the address, city, state, country, postal code, organization. And there are too much element in that by default, and in which there are multiple elements. You can just have to click and drag here, so the element is added. Okay, so this is super simple. You can add like ratings, and now you can edit the setting. Okay, so first we can understand how we can use each field. So first you have to understand that each form create mainly 3 to 4 fields where the leads can enter the data. For example, you occurred the webinar, you organize the webinar, and you have to enter the lead to enter their name, their phone number and their email, where you can send the confirmation messages or the reminders of the webinars or the appointment. So what you have to do, you have to enter, you can first click here and then delete all the fields so that we can create it from the start. First we need their first name and their last name and the email and the phone. So basically these 4 fields are mostly used in the funnel forms, in the Facebook forms, in the opt-in forms. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to understand how you can set each field. So you have to click the field and click on the settings here. Just set me the second screen. Okay, so in the test form we have label, like the first name. You can edit it according to your needs, but first name is mostly you can enter your first name, enter your best name. And this is the placeholder means this text inside the field. Like first name, we can say enter your first name. Okay, so you can edit it. And this is the short label input, and this is a short label input. You can enter your name. So this guides the user what they have to enter. So this is a query key. You can skip it, but this is the most important when we are used for the tracking purpose. And this is the field width. You can increase or decrease the width of the field by here, by clicking 50. So this is the 50, and you can set it to 80, like that, and then make it to the 100. Okay, so 100 is good to go. Now you have two options for the hidden field and the required field. So in the required section, when you click on the required and leads led on the page, and the leads have to enter the name, without entering the name they cannot submit the form. Okay, so you have to understand it like that. The leads have to enter the email, rather than they will not be able to send the form. Okay, so you have to click on that, but most cases first name is not required, only the phone or the email is mostly required. And the hidden field, this is also used when you are tracking the leads data, the leads input, and we can cover it when we are working on the advanced form settings. Okay, so now this is more than enough. So the next is, all the settings are almost similar. You just have to click and see the setting, and the setting is also updated day by day. So this is not sure that we can complete all the things once. Okay. Okay, so for the style option, you have to click here, and then you have multiple option. You can edit each and everything here. Okay, so first you have layout, the colors and the background, and next we have layout. You can select layout by single column, by two column, or the single line. Like when we click here, all the field width convert into 50, and we have two column. And if we want single line, then we can use it. We can set it layout from here. And the input box style, you can change it to name, to line, or the box. Like this is the line and this is the box is mostly you can also set the width. Okay, so if I increase the width like this, you can increase the form width from here. Okay, so I think 650 is good to go. And this is the field spacing. You have to increase and decrease the field spacing from here. Like we want 20, so this is the field spacing. I think 16 is good. And the label width, you can increase it from here. And the next you have label alignment. Like you want to set it from the left, from the upside of the field. And the next you have to shift it to the right. So top is mostly used. Now you have margin and the paddings. We are working also this same setting inside the funnel building. Padding is inside of the box and the margin is outside of the box. So this is the show label option. When you want to hide or unhide the label, like enter your name, your first name, your email, your phone, you can turn off or on it from here. And the next you have colors and the background. So if you want to change the background color, you have to click here and then select the color from here. For now I think this one is good to go. Okay, so in the background color we can select it to like this one. And when we have the primary color, we can select the color when we want for the hover state color and the input text color. And you can also map the primary color to the button color. And then we have input background color. We can select it like this is the input background color. And you can also change it, so convert it to white. And then we have input border color. You can change it like this. You can see all the border of the input field is convert is changed to the red. So this is a background image. You want to add the background image inside the form. And we have the header image. We can add the header image inside from top of this form. And the next we have the miscellaneous. You can turn off the agency branding like this is. And if you have the client agency, then you can turn off or on according to the client requirement. Then we have theme. We have multiple themes. You can select the theme according to your business, according to your funnel, according to your design. But mostly we can use white and the simple form fields to enter the data because it looks simple and it's good. And this is also few templates or the theme. You can select it. And if you can select this, use theme. Okay, so proceed. So look, this is the theme we can select. And now we can edit also each and everything in this field. Now we have the background image. If you go here and click here, and you can see we have the background image. If you want to delete it, you can delete it. And then you can change the color each and everything. So in the theme section, we have multiple themes. You can go through and see which one is look good for your business, and you can select it and use it. And the next we have advanced section. You can select the border width. If you want to increase or decrease the border width like 200, so this is the border width. And I think one is good. And corner radius, if you want to add more radius like 30, so this is the corner radius, the curved corner. Okay, so the border color, if you want to change the border color, so this is the border color. And you can make it to the 5 width, so you can see the difference. So you have border style, the solid and the dashed one, and the dotted one, and the none. Okay, so I think solid is good. Now shadow color, you can add the shadow color like this. And we can add horizontal like 30 Horizontal is like this from right to left, and vertical is from this from top to bottom. We can select to 50. So you can see 30 for the 33 for the horizontal and 50 for the vertical. I know this is looks too awkward, but this is only for you to understand how horizontal and the vertical works. Now you have the blur. For now we can set it to 1, and I think mm, 5 5 is good, I think, and 5 is also good. And now you can add the blur like 20, and the spread is 20. I think it's too much, 10, and blur should be 5. I think 20. Yeah, that's look perfect. Okay, so next you have input field. Now you can add input field and edit all the input field from here, like input field color. You can change the color from here, and the active tag color, the border width changes to 20, like 20. So this is the border of the input field, and the border color, you can change the border color from here. And the next you have the corner radius. Again you can like increase the corner radius, you can see it. And the width, you can increase width like 700. This is the width. And next you have also the border style, the dotted and the dashed and the none. And the next you have also padding and the margin. So padding and the margin are mostly used in the form, in the funnels. So next you have shadow color of the field, of the input field, like horizontal 40. Okay, so the next you have the shadow color, and you can add the shadow for the input from here. And similarly for horizontal and the vertical you can set it. And the blur option and the spread option. Next you have label, and you can change the color of the label. Like when I drag the color to the blue, you can see the first name and the last name change is to blue. And the font family, you can change the font family from here like this. And play for display, and you can set the font size like 30, or the font weight. And next you have short label. So this is a short label, you can use it anywhere. And the short label color means that this is the color of the short label. You can change it from here. Like I think when we select to 10 for you to see it clearly, like look here, enter your name. So this is short label. And next we have the font. You can change the font again, and the font weight and the placeholder. So placeholder is basically the inside instruction for the leads. Okay, so the placeholder color changed to 10 red. So you can see the placeholder color and the font family. You can customize each and everything inside the form. So this is the most beneficial form for the leads. You can customize each and everything, each detail inside the form, and add this form inside your funnel. So this is how it's cool. And the font size is 30. You can set the font size and the font weight also. So yeah, this looks so awkward, but the for the lecture purpose I have to explain each and everything for you, so that you can easily create the form for your business, for your clients. Next I think we have okay, so the next I think we are covering each and everything. Just review, like the input field, label, short label, and the placeholder cover. And the next you have theme. Yes, of course we cover also on it. And the colors and the background. So I think yeah, it's good. Next you can go here, and I think first we have to cover it. Okay, so this is the logic section. Now understand it like that, if this happen then this not happen. Okay, if someone perform this task, exclude from the lead, exclude this form, and apply D and D on this lead. Like D and D mean that do not disturb. Okay, so if the some spam users, like someone submit the form for with the email like test@gmail.com, we don't want this such leads. That is just only for the test purpose and testing our system. And this is just a time waste of time and the service to look these leads. So first what you have to do, redirect URL, display custom message, disqualify leads, show and hide fields. For that first you have to click here, redirect field. If first name is equal to like mm, John, what you have to do, redirect to the thank you page, redirect to the any page. and you have select the condition. Means that if the first name is John and the last name is John Ellis. Okay, so the now what you have to understand that in AND operator we make sure that both condition is true. If the first name is John, then the second name must be Alice, and with this with the correct spelling. Okay, then this will work. And what you have to do, what will happen whenever someone fill out these details? You want to open below the URL, you can send the lead to the thank you page from the anywhere. In the or you just have means that if the in both of these condition, if one of them is true, then this condition will execute. Okay, so this is the difference between or and the and. In the and we have to make sure that both condition must be true, and in the or we have to make sure that just only one condition is true, and either of the condition is true, the condition is correct. Okay, so this is all about the redirect to the URL. Next, display the custom message. Okay, so if the email is equal to test@gmail.com, what you have to do now, you can understand that this is just a test email, and then we can display the custom message. Thank you, like thanks for your interest. Okay, you can also display the custom message, and you can edit the custom message settings from the here at the custom field, all and each and everything from here. Okay, so next you have disqualify lead. Now we can say that someone enter the email like is equal to, not equal to. Now in which we have multiple option, like we can say that if someone submit the form, and if email does not contain what, like at the rate, which means that if the email field is empty, that email is also contain at the rate sign. So whenever in the email field does not contain at the rate sign, mean that they are entering the wrong email, so that we can simply disqualify that lead that are entering the wrong information. And yeah, we can say that if the email is empty, what you have to do, show the custom message. We can say that thanks for your interest, and you can just disqualify the lead. Okay, you just click here, and then this condition will apply. Next you have show and hide field. So next we have show and hide field condition. Click here, and we can say that if the first name is equal to what, John, and then we want to hide which field, like the email. So the user which have the name like the John, we want to hide the email. So this is for the understanding purpose, for this how works. Okay, so click hit save and close this and save this form. And then what you have to do, click preview. Now you can see this is a form. Enter the name like John. So you can see whenever I enter the name John, the email field is hide. Okay, so this is how it's work. Next we have the option is to integrate. So let's suppose that the condition, if your client have a website in the WordPress, and you have to integrate your own form in his WordPress website. So what you have to do, you have to share the embedded code with the client to add the form code inside the website, and then whenever someone lands on their WordPress site, fill out the form. So the form is from the GoHighLevel, and you can easily grab the data of the lead through the outside. Okay, so you can add this code anywhere, like you can use any builder like Wix, WordPress, or any other website builder, and you can use this form. And this is the embedded layout you want, to the left one, the right one, or the center, or the inline. So mostly use inline. Trigger type, activation option, and the deactivation option. For now skip it, just copy the embed code. And then we have share option. You can share it on X, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and the Facebook. And you have the link, you can share the link with anyone. And the email, you can use this in the email template also. Okay, so share the embed code, you have the copy. And then we can see we have the embed code. I think if I open the WordPress file, so this is the embed code of your form. So whenever the client add this code in the code element of on their WordPress, then easily the form will show on the preview for the leads, and the leads enter the data and you can get the data of the leads. Okay, so next you have the option to show notification setting. You can set the notification receive an email when someone fills a form. You can set the internal notification also inside the automation, but you can also set it to this, and the auto response send an automated email to the person who submit the form. Emails include a copy of information they entered, like you can turn on and then reply to the email like this is your name, this is your, you can use this condition as like that, just for the confirmation the information is correct. Okay, so the next you can change the preview mode, mobile mode, on the desktop view mode. Next, the most important thing, you can add your own field. Click add, and means that if you have to enter the field and that this field is not present inside the inside the element of the form, so what you have to do, you can create your own field. Like you are create the for the restaurant, and they have select the age group for 10 to 20, 30 to 40, or 70 to 50. Okay, so now you want the field which is the drag drop down field. So in the add section you can create your own field like single line, multi-line, text box. You can add the box for the leads like box 1, box 2, and the number for whenever you are receiving a number, like enter your number, enter your postal code, like that. And the phone, you can use this field also. In the monetary, when you have to enter the amount, like when you are charging, and like when you want to ask in the property estimate cost, what is the what is the estimate cost, so you can use this field. And the drop down, you can select it, and you can see we have option 1 and option 2, and that multiple drop down, you can add multiple drop down. And the radio field means that right option, tick mark option here, and in which like you like this food, yes or no, something like that. Enter, select your gender, male, female, either the not to say. And the checkbox, you can add the checkbox field. You can select each thing according to your needs and the demand, and this is full customization uh, provided inside the CRM, inside the form builder. And the date picker, when you select the, when you require the lead to select the date, then you can use this field. And the file upload, when you want the lead to upload some file like your like their transcript, like their image, something like that. And the next one is signature, when you want to upload lead to upload their signature also inside the form, when you are use the form in the financial services and the real estate services. So these two fields are mostly used there. Okay, so let's take an example for the drop down. Click here, and the next you have to enter the field name, and we have the drop down. And then we can select it which industry you are interested. You can select one or more, then you can add the industry like gaming, like close board, and then date sign. This is for just an example. And the board latest auto response, you can select it, save it. And group, you can select it to group to the journal information and save the field. And you can search it which industry, journal information, and this is the field. Drag here, and you can see we have all the option. Okay, so this is how all the custom field work. You can create the custom field inside the setting of your sub account, but this is also create from the here. You can select drop down, multiple, radio select, checkbox according to your needs, and it depends. It totally depends on what you're building and what your goal to achieve. So yeah, that's it. It's all about the form. I know this lecture is too much long, but believe me, if you provide some attention, that this will help you to build the logical form and fulfill the client requirement. So if you like the video, subscribe the channel and share the video with your friends. See you in the next video with some new lecture and interesting tips and tricks. Till then, Allah Hafiz.